Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look and see how to integrate our gradebook application into Liferay's search framework. This is going to be the last exercise of our real-world application and the exercise that's necessary in order for us to integrate our assignments into Liferay's asset framework. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to first off head over to our gradebook service. You'll notice that I've already cleaned everything up. So make sure if you want to, you can go ahead and clean that up as well. We're going to head over to the gradebook service and then the build.gradle. So the build.gradle, we're going to be specifying our dependencies. So we'll head over to our snippets, copy them over, and then we'll paste them into our build.gradle. Again, make sure you are in the correct one since there are many build.gradles. We are in the one that's within the gradebook-service. We'll go ahead and save the file, and again, by default, it does refresh and bring in the dependencies. You can confirm that within the project and external dependencies, but me personally, I've always liked to do the Gradle refresh. So your choice. Again, I just like to double check just to be sure. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to register our assignments with Liferay's search framework. So this is going to be our first class that we're going to be creating. So here, still inside of the gradebook-service, we'll go ahead and right-click source main Java, heading over to new, followed by class. Again, taking advantage of our snippets, we'll go ahead and just provide a name, and the name is going to be assignment search registrar. Assignment search registrar. We'll pick up the package from the snippet. So heading over to the snippet, we'll go ahead and bring in the next set. Okay, highlighting everything and then replacing it with the snippet. And a lot of this is boilerplate. So feel free to take a look at that, and as well as some other examples that may be out there, either within our source code or documentation. Heading up to the top, we're going to highlight the error that's on our package and then move it over to the package specified. Again, just taking advantage of the snippets that we have. Okay, so we have our assignments registered within the search framework, but we need to then tell the search framework what exactly do we want indexed, right? What specific fields of the assignment do we want to be able to search for? So this is going to be the next snippet or the next class that we're going to be creating, letting the search framework know these are the fields that we want to be able to index or that we want indexed. Okay, so back over here to source main Java, heading over to new, followed by class. We're going to create a new class. This one is going to be called assignment model document contributor. Okay, once you have that, go ahead and click finish. Okay, and then we're going to head back over to our snippets. All right, so we'll go ahead and scroll down and grab our next snippet. Okay, and then we'll paste it in. In the real world, in your own application, when you're going through this, you can pick and choose which specific fields that you want to add to be indexed. Here you'll see the fields that we have chosen. Again, you'll see the use of our utility class or our helper class to strip away all of the HTML. We want everything to be clean, no sort of funny business going on. Okay, we'll scroll back up to the top, highlight the error that's on the package, and then move the class into the package. Again, just making our lives a little bit easier. Again, we want to get the overall concept that's going on. So we have our assignment registered with the search framework. We've told the search framework for our assignments, these are the fields that we want to index. The next thing that we're going to be taking care of is the situation that would occur whenever a re-indexing or batch re-indexing takes place. So the next class that we're going to be implementing will tell essentially the search framework, this is the behavior that we want when the re-index occurs. Okay, so let's go ahead and create that class, right-clicking source main Java, heading over to new, followed by class. The name of the class is going to be assignment model indexer writer contributor. Okay, once you have that typed out, go ahead and hit finish or your return key or your enter key. Heading over to our snippet, Go ahead and copy the next snippet. Okay. And then we'll replace what we had there. Okay, we'll scroll up to the top and take care of the package here. Next up, we're going to be implementing a keyword query contributor. This is going to add specific clauses to the ongoing search queries that are going to be performed. So let's go ahead and implement that class. So same story, heading over to source main Java, heading over to new, followed by class. Okay, and then let's go ahead. We're going to call this assignment keyword query contributor. And then from here, we'll go ahead and click finish. Heading over to our snippets again, we'll go ahead and copy the snippet and then paste it in. Next up, we're going to be implementing another class, yet another class. This class is going to be helping construct the results of the query. So what fields are going to be showing up. Okay, but before we do that, I'll need to take care of this package here and then move it over to where it needs to go. So again, the next class that we're going to be implementing is basically making the results of the query. So when we search for something, it's going to send the results back up. So right-clicking source main Java, heading over to new, followed by class. The name of the class will be assignment model summary contributor. Okay, once you have that, go ahead and click finish. Head back over to our snippets. Go ahead and copy that, and then we're going to paste it in. And moving our packet or our class back over to where it needs to go, defined within the package. Okay, one last thing we're going to take a look at. So we've taken care of the majority of what needs to be done. One thing that we will investigate or look at is over in our assignment local service base impl. So over here in assignment local service base impl, you'll notice this line of code, for me it's on line 94, for the indexable type. So whenever we add an assignment, this is going to be called to reindex. Let's see if we can find another example here. Heading over to delete, right? We'll see the indexable type is delete. So in our assignment local service impl, you'll see for our methods that we override, like add assignment, we do not have that indexable annotation. And this is not needed so long as we make the call to the base classes add assignment like so. This is where the best practice comes into play, right? There might be things happening within the base impl, but that we're not aware of. So as a rule of thumb, we're always going to want to call base impl implementation of the method. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this out. So make sure everything is saved. I'll go ahead and clean things up. We'll head back over to our instance of Liferay. I'll go ahead and sign in. Test@liferay.com. My password is test followed by the number 1. And then we're going to go ahead and reindex. To reindex, we're going to go into the menu. Once the menu has opened up, we'll head over to the control panel, followed by configuration, and then search. Here inside search, we're going to go ahead and reindex all search indexes. We'll see that that occurred successfully. If you want to see if anything went wrong within the console, you can, but everything looks good on my end. I'll head back over to my instance of Liferay. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and add a new assignment. So I'll add another assignment. Okay. Any description is good. And then I'll go ahead and save. Let's see. So let's see what happens when I search for the number 9. Right. We'll see that the assignment itself does appear. So very good. So we have implemented our gradebook application to be integrated within Liferay's search framework. This wraps it up for the exercises here within the real world application, and I will see you in the next video.